Hey, my name is Annie. I'm a tech consultant based in Stockholm. In this tutorial, I will show you how to create any n8n workflow for free. Let's get started. For this tutorial, we will create an n8n workflow that scrapes YouTube. For that reason, I will log in into Claude. You can use Claude for free for limited prompts. Now I will use this prompt that says create an n8n workflow JSON file for YouTube scraper that sends data to Google Sheets. Then I have a detailed description what it needs to do. So the reason I'm sending very detailed prompt is because I want to get a JSON file that works from the beginning. However, you can write just a short prompt and upload the file into n8n, and if something doesn't work, you can come back to Claude and ask to adjust it. For this tutorial, I will use an Apify scraper. Apify is a platform where you will get a lot of different scrapers, and Apify will give you $5 free credit every single month. And if you choose a very cheap scraper, you can run a lot of n8n workflows within those $5. So we will choose YouTube video and comment scraper because this one is almost free. You can see that for every single dollar we can get 1,000 results, and keeping in mind that we have $5 that is free on Apify, we can scrape 5,000 results for free every single month using this scraper. Now we will click on API button, and from there API endpoints, and then we will scroll down and we'll choose run actors synchronously and get a key value, and from here we'll just copy the whole URL with the token. So if, for example, I click on this button, then I can see what my token is, but I don't recommend sharing your token with other people because they can simply use your credits from Apify. So here we will just copy this URL and we will tell Claude to involve this endpoint in the JSON file that it will create. Now, after this, we can just click on enter button and Claude will start to work. In a couple of seconds, it will create a JSON file for us. Now, if you want to get this n8n workflow for free, stay until the end of this video and I will show you how to do it. We can see that Claude already created the workflow, and at this point we can just click on download button and download our n8n workflow. Next, we will go to n8n. So right now I'm hosting n8n on my local computer for free. If you want to do the same thing, I have a video explaining how to do it. Just check it down below. Next, we will click on the plus button, workflow, and then from here we will click on those three dots, and from there we will choose import from file. And the next step is basically uploading the file into n8n. So we will click on import from file and we will find the file and we'll click on open button. So in here you can see that we have an actual workflow, and let's save this and test it. We will click on execute button. We can see that the window is popping up. Here we have search terms. I will enter n8n. Next we have max video per search. I'm not interested in shorts, so I will enter 0 here. Same thing with streams. I'm not interested in streams, so I will enter 0. Then we have search result by. In here I will choose view count because I want to get the videos that got most views. Next I will go to upload date, and in here I will choose anytime. Next we have content type filter. Here I will choose any type, and for video duration I will choose any duration. Then we will click submit button. Now we can see that our workflow is running and Apify scraper is thinking. And then we have all the results saved into Google Sheets. So our workflow actually worked. But before we see the results, I want to show you how to set up your Apify scraper. In here under the URL, I basically pasted my API endpoint from Apify, including the token. Go to Apify and click on APIs, then API endpoints. If we scroll down, we have the endpoint that says run actors synchronously and get key value store record. So this is the endpoint that you will copy from here, and make sure that you are even copying the token information. Now back to n8n. Once this is done, then we need to also configure Google Sheet. And before you will configure Google Sheet, you will basically go to your Google Drive account and you will create a new Google Sheet. You can see that I have already did that. And if I come back to n8n, you can see that I have chosen that file in my Google Sheet that was called viral YouTube videos. Then I'm choosing sheet 1 where I want the result from Apify to be saved. And from there, I'm choosing column to match on. And the idea with this column to match on is that every time we get data from Apify, we want to check if that data already exists in Google Sheet. And if it doesn't exist, it will be entered. But if it already exists, it will not be entered. So that is why in here we will choose the ID, because ID stands for identification. Next, in here you can see all the columns that we have on our Google Sheet. If I go back, you can see that we have ID, URL, title, channel name, and so on. And those are exactly the same fields that we have even in n8n. So those fields will be populated automatically, but if they aren't populated, then you can just do drag and drop. For example, for ID, you will drag and drop ID in here, and then the same thing you will do also for URL, title, channel, and that's it. And now we can go to our Google Sheet and we can see that we have 4 n8n videos that were scraped from YouTube and saved in here. If you like to get this n8n workflow for free, like this video and comment n8n down below. See you in the next one. Bye!